scumbag! How dare you betray me? Our station reports abnormal weather in 2025. Please pay attention to safety when you travel. Forget it. How dare you betray me? I broke up with you. Who? Who sent you? Freeze. Unexpectedly have the ability to climb into the king's bed. I'd like to see what you can do. Who did you say sent you? Who are you? Don't come here. Come again. I'll call the police. Report what? Report what? How did this happen when I went to my room? Why did the king's dormitory become like this? Why is this man in the iron box? What did you say you were? Ben, what kind of king are you? The king of ancient times. What nonsense! What on earth do you want? The space is integrated. Oh, buy it. Oh, buy it. I'm gonna take a look outside. You scared me to death. This is 2025. You. That ETF. It's ancient times. Dare to ask who you are. This king is the War King of Dongyu. Wasn't that 2,000 years ago? I actually met the king of 2,000 years ago. Are you good? I'm sorry. What happened to you? King Tang is hurt. Let me see. Ouch. Why didn't you say so? Let's go. I'll patch you up. If you get hurt like this, don't put on the medicine. Ancient people had a hard life. What is this? Don't move. It's medicine. It can cure your wound. Why did you save the king? Why are you talking so much? How did it hurt like this? It hurts, right? I'm used to being left by an assassin sent by the emperor. The emperor wants to kill you. Aren't you afraid of setting yourself on fire? Then I can't let him die. Why don't the king keep you here? To be the king's side imperial concubine. Side princess. Why am I your concubine? Because the king has a crush on you. What a psychopath. Insult who? Love you. Loosen my mark. Why do you have the mark of clubs? Where did this mark come from? Let go. Let go. I've had this birthmark since I was a child. What's wrong? Breaking the law. Since childhood. Great. Indeed, it is the plum blossom that the king has been looking for. Nugent can't stop me. What are you talking about? What plum blossom girl? This king is to keep the winter rain safe. Will to fight for many years. a great deal of military merit. Who knows? It attracted the suspicion of the emperor. 7. The sky is abnormal these days. The national teacher reckons that you hit the evil spirit. Affect the national fortune. Brother, what does this mean? In this folk rumor, there is a leftover plum blossom girl. Can get rid of bad luck. To save suffering, if you can find this woman to marry her, then the bad anger you hit can be resolved. This leftover plum blossom girl is just folklore. How can my brother be credulous? Alas, if you can't find this king, your majesty, you sacrifice your ego to complete the world. So marrying a saint of plum blossoms can save you. Right? Yeah, that can't be me. This king wants you to marry this king at once. To be the real concubine of the king. Wait a minute. It's only a minute before and after. I changed from a side concubine to an official concubine. Aren't you a little hasty? Alright. Don't waste your time. Take it off. Take off what? Of course it's you. This unseemly dress. You're dressed like that. How to marry this king? It's not who's gonna marry you. I'm not marrying you. Yeah, wait. As long as you marry this king with peace of mind. What do you want? This king will give it to you. I don't want anything out of the way. The princess may not know. This king has the name of killing gods. There's nothing you can't get what you want. That's your family on this picture, right? What do you want to do? If you don't want anything to happen to them, just be obedient. Number. As long as the princess is obediently married to the king. Solve the emperor's suspicions. This king is sure to keep them safe. However, no buts. This king will take you to change your wedding dress. You. News has just come from the war palace. The Lord of War, he is serious. Found a woman with the mark of plum blossom to be a princess. We're getting married soon. What? He really found it. Ozawa. You do something for me out of the palace. Alright, you can turn around. This is the betrothal token of the former emperor and the imperial concubine. Today, the king of Japan has given him. I don't want anything meaningful like you. She. Quite while we had a deal. I married you. You have to leave me and my family alone. Today is our wedding day. We'll talk about Pang later. 3. To the princess, the admiral. The bride arrives. Wow, is this the princess? This king looks like a perfect couple. Yeah. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is the virgin madness. It's beautiful. It seems that people here like the virgin goddess very much. As soon as I worship heaven and earth. Abai Gout Eng. Husband and wife say goodbye to each other. Imperial public knife. The King of War got married today. Miscellaneous drivers according to the Emperor's wishes. Specially prepared a generous gift. Best wishes to the princess for 100 years. Thank you, Lord Long. And bother my father-in-law to take a trip. I heard that Wang the married this time. She is the goddess in folk rumors. It is the Holy Lady. Very few people have seen it. The miscellaneous family is worried that Wang the Mo will be deceived by the gangster. Then I'm afraid it's just this folk rumor. The virgin has a clear mark of plum blossom. And the princess of this king. Huh. Everybody look. It's really a plum blossom mark. This is really the Virgin Lady. This is the plum blossom mark of the Virgin. Meet the Virgin Goddess. Meet the Virgin Goddess. The Virgin Goddess. Ting Yu, what are you doing? It hurts me. The mark looks true. It's just the same thing. It's not only about the life and death of Wang Mi. It is also related to my national fortune in the East. What my father-in-law means. The princess found by the king is a fake. Dare not dare. What about our family? We just want to get a letter. To report back to your majesty. Since the king insists that the princess is a saint. Is it possible to invite the Virgin Lady? Prove your identity. How to prove? These days. Famine broke out in Fengzhou. Tens of thousands of victims flocked to the capital. The princess is a leftover woman. Of course, it can come for the disaster victims. Bring down the blessed Lord. If this happens, the identity of the goddess, no one dares to question it anymore. Famine can't be quelled overnight. What my father-in-law did. It's a bit of a hassle, isn't it? Hey, how can this be difficult? As everyone knows, the Virgin Lady can save the world and save the people. The victims are right in front of you right now. The Virgin Goddess. You're not going to let him die, are you? What on earth will Jiang Tingyu do? Don't be afraid to have Ben Wen. Maiden Empress. Maiden Empress. Maiden Empress. Maiden Empress. Maiden Empress. A maiden. Mother, you must help us. Everybody get up first. Get up first. Don't blame me. How can I help you? The Virgin Goddess. My baby hasn't eaten for days. Have pity on him. The princess is not feeling well today. If there is anything to do with the king. Wang Di, these victims have come to the capital to take refuge. It's not easy. It is very rare to see the Virgin Goddess. If you insist on stopping it, I'm afraid this will arouse public indignation. Why didn't the Virgin help us? Is she a fake saint? Please help us. Save me. Please help us. Help us. Help us. Empress. Please help us. The princess pretended to be a virgin to deceive the people. That's a capital crime. If you always protect her, the crime of deceiving the monarch cannot be escaped. How dare a liar pretend to be a girl? Blasphemous handle. Damn you, let's go together. Ah. To protect the princess. The eunuch was obviously uneasy and kind. Use the people as guns. Just help him once. Let's just calm down. Listen to me. I may have a way to help everyone. Thinking. Be careful what you say and do. Rest assured. You are really a goddess. You can really help us. How many county magistrates come to our county? All failed to feed us. If you can really help us, then you are the real Madonna. Everybody, give it to me. I'll make sure everyone has enough to eat in one day. Okay. The source and the emperor can wait for the good news from the princes. Father-in-law, rest assured. I will certainly give you an explanation. I didn't expect to be so troublesome to be a kiss. And solve the famine for the emperor. Leng Tinyu, are you ready? We have to hurry. If you don't buy food, it's too late. Okay. Unexpectedly, the king wore a wig. It's kind of like that. That's what you people look like after 2000. Why do you have to put a dog on a leash? What leash? It's called a tie. Standard match for handsome guys. What song? Don't move. I'll tie it for you. Ben Wang hasn't asked you yet. Why is there a man's duty in the family? Say. Which maniac belongs to? Huh, what kind of maniac? This is my dad's dad. Is my father. Your father's. Oh, come on. Let's go. We're running out of time. I didn't expect that today. 2000 years later, it is so lively. Yeah. Isn't it almost New Year's Day? It's all like this. What? Are you guys having a lonely New Year? Ben Wang's parents died early. I grew up in the Cold Palace. The brothers are all estranged from each other. Cold Palace, that's really not the place for people to stay. Forget it. Let this girl show you today. The flavor of the 21st century. Come on. That's a nice sausage. Another Crucian carp. Thinking. Meeting you is the blessing of the king. How could this king let go? Ah. This is what I just built. This king has bought all your things. Great. Thank you, Lord Ron. See what else you need. We can deliver it to your door. Oh. Almost forgot about it. Do you have any rice? I'll take all of it. That's so much. You couple can't finish it for the rest of your life. Right? We're not husband and wife. We are. Forget it. How much do you have? Take it all out. I'll take it all. Just a moment. Let me ask the manager. Manager. Thinking. Why are you here? Recognition. Is it possible that you are in love? Don't be ridiculous. It's just one of my ex-boyfriends. Ex-boyfriend. Zhang Luan. It's a good mix. Have become managers. Looks like you're in good shape. I wasn't very sad after leaving me. Why did I break my heart? You picked up a rich woman and became a manager. It's too late for me to be happy for you. People always have to think about their future. It turns out that he is a soft eater. And who are you? You also deserve to ask about the name of the king. Let me tell you something. Sisi is now the princess of the king. If you ever harass her again, you will never be spared. Zizi, where did you find such a wonderful product? It's because he's out of his mind. Or are you guys playing that cosplay? Oh, it hurts. Let go. Let go. Feel sorry for him. No, I'm thinking about you. We're going to jail for assaulting people. Since the princess of this king loves me, then the king has nothing to do with this today. Zhang Liwei, let me tell you something. Our story is over. I'm here to buy rice today. How many meters do you have? Okay. It's a warehouse. Your piece comes to 1 million. What rice is so expensive? Go out if you can't afford it. You. This piece of jade dress. You should buy all your stuff. I thought it was something rare. It turns out it's just a stall. Kim, I think you're just too simple. Be cheated by others. It's really not a rarity. There are still a lot of these jade clothes in the king's palace. Can you show me? My God. Isn't that Professor Wang, the expert in treasure detection on TV? Professor Wang is here. Let's see how you pretend. I didn't expect me to be at this age. You can still see the authentic Wang more than 2,000 years ago. I have no regrets in this life. Professor Wang, you are not old and confused. He can be real about this thing. I'm pretty sure. Impossible. By the way, I just heard which one of you buys rice. I know someone. I can buy good rice. Really, Professor Wang? Let's go. Hey. Keith, I look at you. Is to be deceived by a poor man with an empty face. Just wait. I have to come back sooner or later and cry and beg. Alright, with this grain, it should be enough for your victims to eat for this period of time. How's it going? Can you use it? With this, in the future, you can also buy food in the supermarket by yourself. Yeah. What's this? Ah, I forgot my God. Okay, it's gone. Today, the princess of this gang has gained morale in front of her ex-boyfriend. How is the princess going to thank me? How to thank you? Hey. Hey. The king is willing to wait for the princess to agree before getting married with the princess. But it's not too much for the king to ask for a kiss in advance. Leng Tingyu, I warn you. You threaten my parents' lives. I will marry you. Haven't you ever been attracted to this king at all? I said as long as you feel at ease to be my princess, I'll give you whatever you want. No, I'm not interested in you or anything about you. Look me in the eye and say it again. Alright, time's almost up. We have to go home. Otherwise, when the crime of deceiving the monarch comes down, you and everything you have is over. In another hour, The time of the day is coming. I'm afraid the holy goddess hasn't run away. The virgin is about to give up on us. I already said it. He's a liar. Brothers, go to war with me and ask for justice. If you can't find a true saint, you will move to the king's house of air warfare. Come on, 1, 2. Don't be impatient when you are safe. The Virgin Lady said. Will help everyone. It will definitely help everyone. Get out of the dogleg. Or I'll be the first to operate on you. Brother P's nonsense, stinker. What about the grown-ups? Hold on, don't hurt the victims. Don't let Wang fall on the handle. Let me see the maiden. Otherwise no one will be alive today. Time. Go to the palace. When the door is full of copying and chopping, the grain has arrived. The grain has arrived. Everybody, don't worry. We'll send it to you. Here comes the grain. Rice. None of the officials can eat rice these days. Who can eat just a little rice? The liar fooled us. There's a lot more in there. Don't worry, it's definitely enough for everyone to eat. Really? Then this kind of rice is enough for us to eat for a long time. My son can be saved. My son can be saved. How? And asked my father-in-law to go back. Tell the emperor the truth about the situation here. We'll see about that. Lady Z Notre Dame. Lady Z Notre Dame. Lady Z Notre Dame. Thank you, Madonna. Hey, I didn't expect to be able to drink rice porridge these days. That's great. Don't worry. There's more in the kitchen. Don't leave until you've had enough to eat today. Wake up. Wake up, madame. Wake up. Wake up. Get up. Get up. Princes, take a break. Give the rest to the king. It's an overbearing lord. I can't believe you care about people. Oh, this king really spoils the virgin. If it used to be, Wang Yi will not do it himself. The princess has done so much for the king. Will bless me thousands of times. Of course the king will love her all his life. Ah, tired to death. My lord, why does this house seem to have changed this curtain? Is there something wrong? No. The boy of Wan Di is waiting outside. Just call me if you need anything. My lord really knows how to enjoy it. Everything is served. Unlike me, a beater. Only the life of a part-time worker. I like to take a bath. Modern people are really shameless. You let me go. As long as the princess is willing. Or you can be like this king. I don't care about you. Thank you for your hard work today. What do you want? This king can be satisfied. I don't want anything. I just hope Wang can let me go back to the elixir. Don't embarrass my family. We've been through so much together. I can't believe you want to leave. Do you know how many famous daughters there are? Beg to be a concubine for the king. You don't like the king so much. Is your majesty trying to force me? I don't know that ordinary people know. Their beloved virgin. Be treated like this. What do you think in your heart? Let's play it one last time tomorrow. The victims were basically comforted. What I want me to do is done. And then I will naturally move out of this space. Leng Yu, I don't want to be with you. And any connection to your world of disregard for human life. A trace of. You can only be the princess of this king. Ah, thank you, maiden lady. There is too much trouble with Wang near these days. Let's just go. Ah, yes. Thank you for the care of the maiden. All our lives. We'll not forget your great kindness. It's okay. Go back and have a rest. Thank you. Thank you, maiden lady. Lang Tingyu. How dare you? Do you know Sin? Father-in-law, what does this mean? These days, Wande and I work together to appease the victims. I am so busy that I can't sleep well every day. Only in this way can tens of thousands of disaster victims have enough to eat. I don't know what grievances the saints have today. Ha! Of course the emperor is grateful to both of you. It's just that you don't know anything about the virgin. All the officials in the court said, your grain is saved by the king in private. Is to sell at a high price to earn a reward when there is a famine. I can't hold this in my pocket. This is the only way to provide disaster relief. Nonsense. These grains are clearly. It was said that it was made by magic. The virgin goddess. The miscellaneous family wants to believe. But 100 officials don't believe it. Unless you change it again in front of the family. Let's open our eyes. Importune. How can the power of the virgin goddess be misused? Wang Yi's family also works for the emperor. You see, although these disaster victims have had enough to eat, but there's still no place to put it. Otherwise this way. Let the goddess show her magical powers again. Turn out some houses to accommodate these victims. In this way, the emperor and the officials are meaningless. You are deceiving people too much. The virgin goddess. Your Majesty's life is at stake. The charge of storing grain in private is. The one who killed the head. Huh. Leng Qingyu. What happened to your brother? Isn't he the emperor? Why didn't he go to the disaster relief by himself? Food will be given to the victims for a while. The house will be repaired later. Do we have to let them get married and have children after that? You what? You. Say something. Yes. How could there be such a rogue emperor? My brother helped me once. Now he can stay a little longer. It's your fault. I don't care who likes to build this house. I can't build one. Then go back first. The worst thing this king can do is to die. After a while, I asked the Wang Fu to dismiss everyone. They can't be compromised. Then you take care of yourself. You. Wait a minute. You're pure me, right? What a cunning. You're still in the mood to laugh. Come on, brother. That's building a house. What are we supposed to do? In fact, it is not difficult to build a house. It can be done as long as there are drawings and enough dosage. Think about this time. The value of the king will be left to you. I'll help you again. Last time. Modern drawing. You can read it. I can generally understand it. As long as the materials are complete. Workers are seasoned. It will be finished in about a month. I thought you were just an idle lord. There are a lot of people who didn't expect the meeting. What? I began to admire the king. Cut. Ah, be careful. Are you all right? It's crooked. Let me take a look at it for you. I'm in pain. Don't move. If you don't deal with it properly, you will get to the root of the disease. From this point of view, he's not that annoying. Thinking. This king has always been true to his word. As long as you are my princess, I can give you whatever you want. You don't talk. Then I'll take it as your acquiescence. How's it going with 7? A skilled craftsman with no movement. Now I have been assigned to Lady Li-Fi to build a splendid palace. The king of war, even this time. If you pull 3 feet from the ground, you can't find any help. Good. This time, the war palace must be uprooted. I heard that the king and the virgin are going to build a house for us. Is it true? It's been more than a month. There was no movement. You're not lying to us, are you? Yeah. I heard that neither the prince nor the princess has been in the palace recently. I'm afraid you haven't escaped, have you? Oh yeah. No one can get away. Leng Tingyu, the king of war, deceived the emperor. Store grain in private. And support fake saints. Bewitch the hearts of the people. Sin is unforgivable. When the door is full of copying and chopping. Who is it? Give it to me. I'll see who dares. Your Majesty, the time limit for this month is up. The houses of the victims have not been rehoused. What else do you have to say? The house is already ready. Father-in-law, please move. The house has been built. It is worthy of the king and the virgin. Go and have a look. Go, check it out. My lord. How long will it take? I've been walking for an hour. You're not playing with an old slave, are you? Father-in-law is here. Look. What is this house? I've never seen it that high. The house is more beautiful than the palace. What kind of dignitaries do you have to be to live in a house like this? If I could live in a big house like this before I died, I'm willing to die. Everyone's here. Just in time to live in a new house in the new year. This is your new home. Look, but you still like it. Is this really our new home? It's so beautiful. Isn't this where the immortals live? Leng Tingyu, you are really capable. Find so many craftsmen. These are all veterans who have fought with this king for many years. The princess can take care of them at any time. Be sure to be on call. I have prepared porridge for everyone in the room. Everyone can go in now. Thank you, virgin friend. Are you all stupid? You dare to live in such strange dwellings. It's the same thing. If this house is real, if it's so good, the dignitaries and dignitaries have already been robbed. How can we be part of it? Indeed. It's really weird, to tell you the truth. The Virgin Lady is a legend handed down through the ages. There is no such thing as a saint in the world. The one in front of you must be a gangster. Just to win your trust. And then kill for money. Today I am under the orders of the Emperor. Hum adultery and eliminate evil. No, father-in-law. The Virgin has never hurt us. Yeah. This is the people around the Emperor. You can't kill innocent people, can you? The miscellaneous family only works for the Emperor. Those who help do evil will be put to death. Well, you won't pretend this time. Kill me. My father-in-law has a point. Is there any concrete evidence to prove the princess of this king is murdered for money? Evidence. This is the house. This house has never been seen before in Dongyu City. There is something strange everywhere. My lord, stop protecting the princess. Otherwise, you will be executed along with you in the miscellaneous world. Stop. My father-in-law wanted to convict the king and the princess just by thinking about it. It's too hasty. I don't care about eating and sleeping for so many days. Even if you live with me now, I'm thankful. It's such a nice house. I can't live in vain. Let's thank your majesty. The princess is gracious and virtuous. Thank you, your majesty. The princess is gracious and virtuous. Thank you, your majesty. The princess stayed. Everybody get in there. Come on, let's go. The Virgin Goddess. My mother is 80. No one to take care of at home. Can she move in? Holy Mother, my father and mother want to move in too. Yes, of course. There should be room available for your mother to move in. Thank you, maid. Thank you, maid. We wait for our allegiance to the royal palace. Don't rabble. Right? If you believe me or not, I will go back and report to the Emperor now. To punish your sins. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's the opposite. Wait for me. The matter of the house should be settled. Everyone will have a new home. So are you about to leave? I don't know before the princes left. Would you like to have another drink with the king? Lang Ting-yu. Your officers and men are pretty quick. How long has it been? So many houses have been built. You're a good private commander. That's thanks to the princess's secrets. Helped the king many times. Huh? Hey. You're welcome. What? Didn't you help me teach my scumbag ex a lesson? Come on, cheers. Dry. Here, let me wipe it for you. Nothing. Well, no, I'll wipe it for you. Think about opening the door. Open the door for your mother. Mom, you think you're hiding in a rented house. There's nothing I can do about you. You haven't paid me last month's salary yet. Your brother's tuition hasn't been settled yet. Open the door. It turned out to be my aunt. Just in time to meet. Hey, sit down. I'm begging you. My mother dares to talk about you like this. I can't explain it. Go back, go back. Princes. Do you have to have the attitude of begging for help? What do you mean? I want you to do what you just did to me. Ah. Open the door for me. Think about opening the door. Thinking. All right. All right. All right. I'll go. Mum. I was just about to open the door for you. That long? Are you doing something bad behind my back? Number. I was just browsing a short video. When did you get a curtain in this room? Hey Mom. I got paid yesterday. Alipay to the account. 2,000 yuan has been transferred to you. Huh, dead girl. I don't ask you. And you don't know how to take the initiative. Come on Mom. Then go back first. I have an online interview later. Yeah. Okay. Then I'll see you next week. 2,000 yuan won't take long. Slow down. Compared to you, your mother seems to prefer money. It's none of your business. We're married. Your business is my business. I was threatened by you. I was forced to marry you. Now that your business is over, let's stop here. You can go back. Will I come back to this space? Where are you going? It's none of your business where I go. You go to your concubine who sells rice. Or your mother who loves money more. Yes. I admit that my life is quite a failure. But it's better than following you. In ancient times you were easy to fight and kill. If you don't move, you have to kill people of the 9 ethnic groups. What's so good about following you? Would you be all right now? No power, no power. Any peddler can cover you. You follow me. You always will be. Fight with the princess. Is the beloved virgin. If anyone dares to disobey you, I'll let him die. I don't need you to kill anyone for me. Why don't you understand? My lord, it's not good. See, the princess is not a paradise. Dare you ask your majesty if he has lived a peaceful life these years? The affairs of the royal palace will be handled by the king himself. Princes need not worry. If the princess insists on leaving, this king will never stop it. Why do we not have what the victims have? Aren't we beggars human? Today, the war king and the virgin must give us an explanation. That is, you have to give us an explanation. Look, it's the real Madonna. Why are there so many victims and beggars in the world? My family doesn't believe that you can be satisfied. The battle is not big enough. Go and add 8 to the miscellaneous family. Just say the merciful virgin, and the king of war. I will respond to every request. Yes. Let the king and his wife come out. Let the king and his wife come out. Stop. Your Majesty is here. Don't be presumptuous. My lord, don't just focus on saving the victims and ignore us. My lord, have mercy on us. We have been beggars all our lives. I haven't even had enough to eat. If you encounter injustice, then went to report to the official. If the rice bowl doesn't work, even the immortals can't save you. He's just pushing. Shirk our responsibilities. We need to see the virgin. The virgin goddess will not let her die. The virgin goddess. I want to see the virgin. The killing of trespassing into the palace today is unpardonable. Guys, we just want what I eat. This king still wants us dead. It's really vicious. Guys, don't be a pussy. It's out in the open today. If he doesn't let us work, your wife, let's fight him. Spell it. Fight them. They beat people up. Your monitor. The extravagance of the maid in this show. The maid. The maid. Please help me. I thought you left. Why are you still here? Is it difficult to give up the king? My lord, don't think too much. I just don't want to save you from blood. Yang Yang. You were so kind to the fans. And please have mercy on us. It's wrong to give it to our baby mother. They're too greedy. Even if you satisfy them today, there will be another wave to drive them away tomorrow. Everybody, this is sweet potato. It tastes sweet and easy to satiate. Here, you guys have a taste. Delicious. Delicious. Me too. Give me some. Don't eat with me. Why are these the only ones? Yeah, that's it. How do we split up? Yes, I really don't want everyone to have enough to eat today. These are sweet potato seeds. And then I'll teach you how to grow it. As long as everyone is industrious and willing to work, everyone can eat with their own hands. Come on, don't lie to us. Why do those disaster victims have porridge and housing? It's our turn to have these broken seeds. Ah, yes. What's the reason for that? Why? Why? Piss off. The princess wants to be kind. I'd rather see the place. Let me try again. Everybody listen to me. Those victims, just temporarily living in the house we set up. When their house is repaired, they will move out. But you're different. You can rely on your own hands. Do you want to beg for life? Sweet potatoes planted with these seeds. Not only can you have enough to eat, I can't finish it. You can also sell it for money. It will be real money by then. What you said is true. Of course, you've made up your mind. You don't want this seed today. It will be someone else who will make money in the future. Oh, hey. Others don't want it. I want it. Me too. Hey, thank you, Mother. A bunch of rubbish. He is a weak woman who can make these punks so obedient. He didn't invite all of them to act, did he? Miss, you still have lost your heart to the war king. The maidservant heard that he loved the virgin very much. Huh, like you talk too much. Thank you. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. What the princess did was really unexpected. I knew what would happen today. So I prepared these. Your Majesty will meet someone begging for food in the future. Just give me a handful of seeds. It's no trouble. Then why don't you stay and take care of the king? Wouldn't it be better? You let go. Wang Li. Long time no see. I heard that Wang Li got married a few days ago. Shita Yun Shi came to congratulate you. You will pick the time to come. Some time ago, I was in the palace with Lady Li-Fi. So I came a little late. My father is the Prime Minister. This kind of human contact has been evaded constantly. You guys talk. I'm gonna go. I hear the princess is omnipotent. The virgin goddess. I happen to have one thing I want to ask the Virgin Lady. Can the Virgin Goddess give me some advice on my show house? I'm not good at it. Ask someone else. It turns out that the Virgin Goddess is not good at it. Other boudoir girls will. He may not. But he will. No one else will. After that, I will accompany the princess. He won't. I'll teach him. The princess of this king does not need guidance. I have asked Lady Li-Fi. Ask your majesty to marry me and brother Ting Yu. Ask for not much. As long as you can be the king's side concubine. This king will never accept a side concubine. Then didn't your majesty resist the order? Die for the purpose of resistance. Then you spent so many days. All this will come to naught. The Virgin Goddess Shengming. When I marry into the palace, I will try my best to serve my elder brother. The Virgin is not mortal. I'm sure you won't be jealous with a boudoir woman. Of course, Wang will not resist the will. But I never approve of men taking concubines. I can't call you a sister. The Virgin Goddess. As the first daughter of the Shito family, I am willing to be a concubine. Under you. Are you not satisfied with that? I really don't understand. You come from a noble family. Good looking too. Why do you have to work with someone else? I really don't understand you ancient people. Thinking. Don't ask me to go back to modern times. What goddess? I'll see how long you can be proud. Your education and personal experience are very good. I just lack some experience. But it doesn't matter. People are smart. You can learn everything quickly. Congratulations, Heath. You got in. Thank you, Director Lee. I'll try. Great. It's the interview. But I don't know what about Leng Tingyu. It's okay to leave him alone. Oh, forget it. Leave him alone. He has a way to live after all. I'd better worry about myself. Ah. Miss your mother. You work here too. You see, your father is very ill. Your brother has to pay tuition. Mum's just a janitor. There is not much money for a month's salary. You're a white-collar worker. You have to help the family. Mom, I just got here to work. And I got a new house this month. Paid the rent. I really don't have any money on hand. So next month, I'll definitely give it to you next month. No, you said that last month. You have to give me the money. You let me go to work first. No, you have to give me the money. Ki CC. Zhang Liwei. What are you doing here when you're not selling rice in the supermarket? The last time I went to the supermarket was just the market. I'm the manager. There's a separate office here. But you blew it. I blew it here. I knew you couldn't leave me for a long time. What are you talking about? I'm here to work. Manager Zhang, my daughter came to work on her first day today. She doesn't know anything. No offense. Don't be hard. I know you still have me in your heart. I know everything. Let's go. Time to go to work. You come back here. Let me tell you something. Manager Zhang is not bad. You curry favor with him. If you lose such a good job, let's see how I deal with you. Go ahead. All right. What do you remember? It is not as good as the 120,000 recorded by the princes of the king. That's... How can his men compete with the princess? I just don't know when the princess will be back. When she has had enough, she will come back naturally. Oh, that's right. Tell me what you did. I found out where the princess works. The prince can also see the princess through this. You were great. It's this maniac again. You wait for me. What do you want me to do? That's how one of your assistants talks to your boss. Manager Zhang, what do you want me to do? Thinking it's just the two of us now. Don't pretend. I know you just don't want to leave me. That's why he came here. You know what? I'll give you a chance. As long as you take it soft. Stay by my side. Wash clothes and cook for me. It's not that I can't. Continue to be with you. Little Levi, are you sick? You cheated on a rich woman and asked me to wash and cook for you. Have your big dreams. Bitch. I gave you a face. What are you doing? Let me think. I've been dreaming about you a lot lately. As long as you take it soft. We continue to be together. Okay. What are you doing? Manager Zhang, Chief Manager Lei. He harassed me. Yaya, this woman is trying to seduce me. An employee who has just joined a new company. I want to seduce the boss. I thought you had great potential when you were young. So you want to take shortcuts too. You can leave now. We, Wang Group. People who behave improperly are not welcome. Director Li, you misunderstand. It's Zhang Liwei. He harassed me first. How could I have a crush on something like you? Yaya, let me explain. So, you are the eldest sister in his newspaper. Director Li was the one who tried to kiss me. You saw it too. So, do you think I'm supposed to believe a subordinate who has always been loyal to me? Or you are a new assistant? I see. I left my job. What's the matter with you? This is for you to work well for Manager Zhang. How did this come out? Mum, I left my job. What? You quit? You dead girl. I get up early in the morning and stay up late every day. Don't you know how to share a little bit for your mother? Are you trying to piss me off? Every time you see me, you ask for money. Did you tell me anything other than asking for money? I'm your daughter. It hurts me too. I'll be sad too. You're a kid. Who doesn't suffer from making money? You're the only one delicate. It's all my fault. Always look forward to family affection. I should have known. The only person in the world you can rely on is yourself. Aunt Juice you sissy. So it's your daughter. Director Li, my daughter has her first day at work today. Accidentally offended you and Manager Zhang. I'll make amends for her, won't I? Mom, what are you doing? Auntie, it's none of your business. Keith, as long as you apologize to me. It's not that I can't forgive you. The rude things you just did to me. I apologize to you. As long as you apologize. I can also intercede with Supervisor Li. Let you stay and work in the company. Zhang Liwen. Are you shameless? You think you can be here with a rich woman? Confuse black and white in. Trample on other people's dignity under your feet. Oh, why are you so capricious? How hard it is to find a job now. Hurry up and apologize. Our family is still waiting for your salary. Mom, do you know what you're talking about? I won't apologize to such scum. You dead girl. Now I don't even listen to my mother. You have to apologize today even if you don't say so. I'm not apologizing. Apologize for what? Stop. What are you doing here? Let go. Why do you always make such a mess of yourself? Don't be afraid. I'm here. No one's gonna hurt you. It's you again. What are you waiting for? Somebody get these two poor dogs out of here. I'll see who dares to move. Gee, I can't believe I can't take care of you. Ah. Fight. Hit me. Fuck. Stop looking for trouble at the company. Who are you? Oh, I know. You must be the wild man of my daughter. Let him go. What exactly are you trying to do in our Wild Vision group? I'm warning you. If you dare to bully and think, I will never forgive you. You. Yaya, please shut up. He can enter and leave our Wang group freely. It should be our Lee family's partner. Or take care of the family. What do you call a handsome guy? Leng Ting Yu. It's always cold. I didn't expect it. You and the assistant of our company are friends. You see, this is all a misunderstanding today. CC can still work in our company. Misunderstanding. I thought about something after a misunderstanding. Don't be shameless. Do you know? The Li family is the richest man in Jiangcheng. Yaya's father, Boss Li, is a popular figure with one hand to cover the sky. You can't afford to offend. Boss Lang, if you insist on not selling me this face. Aunt Ju, I'm sorry. You and your daughter will disappear from me at once. No. Li used to. I told you that if you bully your thoughts, I must make him regret it. Who are you? To show off here? Let me tell you something. This is your Wang group. There is no room for you to be wild in the Li family's territory. It's a place to tell him who this is. An hour ago, Boss Long has acquired the company. A distortion before. Our general manager Leng has bought the company. Acquisition company. Really? Don't talk nonsense here. That's even more thanks to my princes. With this phone, anything is convenient. I gave you my phone to buy food in modern times. It's not for you to buy the company. As long as you like the whole city, I can sell it to you. Acquire our company. That's the biggest joke I've heard this year. That is, who in the whole Jiangcheng has that ability? Can acquire Rip Group. It's our king. It's impossible for my company to be acquired. How could I not know? Yeah. I didn't know before I lied. Make a draft first. Yeah. I think they're in a hurry. This is bullshit. This is terrible. Heath and her boyfriend offended Li Jia. What are we going to do after that? I don't think they want to live. The Li family has 10,000 ways. Make it impossible for them to gain a foothold in Jiangcheng. Yeah. I'll kick them out and do it now. What are you doing? Dad, you're here. If you don't come again. They almost bullied your daughter to death. Who is so blind? How dare you bully the apple of Li's eye? Boss Lee. Besides, I don't believe I bought your company. Please tell him whose your Wang group belongs to. How absurd. Is how our company could be acquired. This is outrageous. I'm talking about you. Dad. I'm talking about you. Huh? Dad. Boss Long's daughter is stupid. Don't be like him. I didn't expect you to be here so soon. I was going to pick you up in person. The dad who handed over to you. What are you talking about? Why are you so kind to him? You haven't seen it yet. Boss Long is now a sub-fierce set. The new president of the regiment. You must not be rude. Dad, are you old and confused? Our Li family is the richest man in Jiangcheng. How can you sell the company to someone else easily? Son of a bitch, our family's capital chain is broken. I can only sell the company. You hurry up with your pretty boy. Get out of the ancestral company now. Don't embarrass yourself here. It's true. Our company has really been acquired. Ah, Mr. Leng. If it's all right, let's just go. Stop. Just now, Director Li and Manager Zheng have no respect for my girlfriend. I want them to apologize to my girlfriend now. Who's your girlfriend? Juya, apologize quickly. Why are you always talking to outsiders? I'm not apologizing. Obviously, they bullied me first. It's all your fault. You caused all this. Get out of here. I'm loyal to you. All these years before and after the saddle. That's what you did to me. I gave you all your house, car, and work. You hang in there. It's just one of our Li's dogs. What? I told you to get out. What seems to be the problem? If you didn't have those stinky money, I have a crush on you. An old woman with no one to marry. Who are you talking about, old lady? You mad dog. I'm talking about you. That's enough. Everybody shut up. Don't you want to embarrass me? I connived at it. How old are you? Save your face. Boss Lang, I'm sorry. Hit it off. I'm the only daughter. I usually indulge her too much. What a shame. Apologize. Sorry. You guys go. From now on, you are not allowed in the company, and you take half a step. Not the dragon boss. Do you think I can invite you? Goodbye. From now on, thinking is everyone's new colleague. Please take care of it. Boss Ling, don't worry. We will certainly take good care of the wife of the president in the future. Let's go. Oh, you're CC's new boyfriend. Oh, what a surprise. I can't believe someone like him can still find you here. So rich and handsome. Sikong, wise and kind. Naturally deserves the best man in the world. Boss Ling, look at our family and think. I spent so much time on you. Isn't it time to show something? What? You also know that Cici is your daughter. He was humiliated. Not only do you not care, and help to do evil. Cici is my girlfriend. I'll take care of her. But you're not going to get anything out of me. Let's go. What? You come back? Oh my God. Hey, what are you doing? Haven't seen you for a few days. Did the princess ever miss me? Who misses you? Aren't you going to marry the side concubine? Why do you come to Hyundai to see me? The princess is jealous. All right, I'll let you spend a few more days in modern times. The King of Japan will pick you up later. Pick me up where? Naturally, she went back to Dongyu to be the princess of the king. I'm gonna tell you for the last time. I'm not gonna be some bullshit princess. Yes. Although it is not easy for me to live in modern times. But I have my own job. I have a life I want to live. Not only in ancient times. When a parasite that lives on you. Do you understand? I don't understand, Heath. I used to guard the company for you. Punish the bastard who eats soft food. Are you sure you're not impressed? Is that we are not from the same era after all? We don't fit together. I just want to ask you one question. During this period of time, have you ever had a crush on me? ZCC, what did I do wrong? Make you so bored? Okay, let me ask you something. Are you willing to give up everything you have in ancient times? Are you and I settling down in modern times? Why aren't you willing? In the eastern corner, there is the king's imperial measures. There are hundreds of thousands of soldiers. They all follow the king. Battlefield's good brother who has fought for many years. You see? My lord. And you don't want to give up everything you have. Since what you can't do. Why do I have to do that? We are not from the same world. Accept it. Enough. This king is the king of the hall. There are a lot of meritorious service. So humble, please stay. Only to be humiliated and pure by you. What should you be guilty of? Put on such an arrogant airs again. That's right. Thank you for everything you've done for me. It's impossible for me and him to be together. It spans more than 2,000 years. Heath, you didn't do anything wrong. But why is my heart so clogged? Leng Qianyu blames you. Think about it. I'm gonna go. See you tomorrow. Bye. Yeah. Bye. The new job is really good. The salary is not low. My colleagues are still so friendly. Your good day is coming. Come on, Susisi. You dead girl. You've been working here for over half a year. I just transferred so little money to my home. Do you want to leave your father and your brother alive or dead? Mum. I call you every month about alimony for you and Dad. As for my brother, he's about to graduate from college. Can't he go out and find a job on his own? Do you depend on me for the rest of your life? Why do you need so much money for a girl's family? Your brother is going to get married and have children. There are a lot of places to use money. He's getting married and having children. Let him go out to earn money to support his wife and children. He is a big man with hands and feet. Do you have to rely on me for the rest of your life? It doesn't sound good when it gets out, right? I really yelled and wanted to leave. Hey, come back here. This dead girl. I don't know what happened to the dog. Heath, why are you thinking about that dog man again? Wake up. I don't want to be the dog princess of a man. Although she is not an omnipotent saint. But you are who you are. This little difficulty can't beat you. The Virgin Goddess. Subordinates have found you. I told you. I won't bring down your virgin. My lord, he can't do it. What happened to him? Dead. Not dead. But it's coming soon. So what happened to him? Tell me about it. In the past half a year when you were away, the emperor sent his majesty to guard the border. Whoever wanted to get 10 wings? The emperor secretly withheld the medicine given to Wang. Want to let the king fend for himself? Why are you dog emperors so bad? So how are your lords now? I went through a lot of hardships with all the officers and soldiers. It was not easy to send Wang Yi back to the palace. But the famous doctors in the capital don't have any good ideas. The Virgin Goddess. Wang Yi is now terminally ill. I'm afraid time is running out. For the love of the past, save our Lord. Go. Where to? Buy medicine and go to your home, my lord. Lock up all those who have amnesia. Let us out of here. I fought all my life. I want to go back and have grandchildren. Please, let's go out. Oh, you guys should stop making things difficult for the family. The emperor has issued a decree. What about you, sick soldiers? You need to make a toast with your majesty at the palace. You can't go out. What about everyone? Take it easy. When you get better, then of course it will come out. Let's get out of here. There's nothing you can do about it. Here, let you out. Don't other people in the capital get a taste for food? You are Wang Yi's good generals everywhere. Of course, we should share joys and sorrows with Wang Yi. Lengting Jade, Lengting Jade. It's not our family that wants to embarrass you this time. God wants to take your life. For example, we have fought with the King of War all our lives. That's what happens when you get old. If the Virgin were here, he must have a way. Don't think about it. Didn't your majesty say? The Virgin Goddess has returned to heaven. He doesn't care about us anymore. I always miss playing at home. The Virgin Goddess. Please come back soon. Father-in-law D. Miss Sito, what are you doing here? We need to get out of here. Don't let the disease pass on to us. Father-in-law, I want to go in and see your majesty. This. The emperor has a destiny. After this goes in, you can't come out. You see, don't embarrass our family. Father-in-law, don't worry. I know the rules. Oh, I'm so sorry. Jiu Chengfeng. These are all antibacterial and anti-inflammatory drugs. It can cure your family's illness. There is blood on the usage. Take it back to him. You're not coming with me. I said I'd never go back to see him. I'm a man of my word. But there are no buts. Come on, go. Go, go, go. Brother Tian Yu. How are you? Are you all right? Think. Think. I am the daughter of the Prime Minister. You can't get what you want. I don't believe it. What are you doing? What are you doing here? He's still a patient. This is not appropriate, is it? You see, I told you that Wang Yi would be very dangerous alone. But there is no such medicine. But hurry up and go. Go. Oh. Hey. Nyang Nyang. Wang Yi is in a coma. I can't read. No one in the house knows how to use these drugs. This is for soaking water. This disinfectant. Spray into the air 3 times a day. Do you remember? Oops. Your Majesty, you are in a coma. I can't save you. His subordinates are incompetent. All right. You really don't understand these drugs. Lady and Wang is really in danger right now. It's going to die. Then get out of here. Let's go. Let's go. Where did you come from? This is the War Palace. It's late at night now. And asked Miss Sito to leave quickly. Don't interfere with your Majesty's rest. What kind of thing are you? Dare to teach Miss Ben to do things. I paid homage to him. The princess that the matchmaker is marrying. At the War Palace. Who dares not to listen to me? Ji Cheng Feng to see off guests. Please, Miss Stu. Heath, don't be arrogant here. You weren't there when Wang the needed someone in the past 6 months. Now, who are you pretending to be a good man here? Let me tell you something. Now only my father and I can save Wang Li. You're driving me away now. Your Majesty doesn't even have the last chance. Miss Shito is really simple. Do you think Wang Li is so ill now? Whose handwriting is it? Do you really think it's easy to find a doctor who can cure this disease? I don't care. Anyway, I'm going to marry Brother Tingyu. I'm sure my father won't let him die. The brain of love is really terrible. Find a separate room for Miss Stu. Locked up to avoid contagion between him and the patient. Rub, rub, rub. It's you. Don't you dare. I am the daughter of the Prime Minister. If you were an official, I would never let you go. Thinking. Is that you? You wake up. Thinking. I knew you'd come to me. Yeah. But you were faking just now. Is it fun to fart? I knew you wouldn't die. Did you know that Jiu Zhengfen came to me today and told me? What? Stop pretending. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, what happened to you? Who says I'm faking? I'm really sick of it. You're really sick. Then you haven't seen each other for a few days. They all lost weight. Is it because missing becomes a disease? You are flattered. I don't miss you. And laugh at you like this, and you still laugh. Do you still have one? Nanan is affected by. Are you hungry? I'll make you a bowl of porridge. Oh, that's right. I brought you some medicine from now on. I'm sure you can cure this little ailment. You're here. Any good medicine can be delivered. With a glib tongue. Thinking. Don't leave the king again, okay? Second brother, you can have my wife and son. I just can't hold on, big brother. You have to hang in there. If you want to be right there. Big brother. The emperor has abandoned us. The Virgin Lady is not here either. No one will save us. Eldest brother. Big brother, the Virgin Lady. Please show your spirit. Help us. The Virgin Goddess. Please help us. Please help us. Please help us. Everybody take it easy for a moment. The Virgin Lady is here to deliver medicine to everyone. Great. I'm sorry. Officers and soldiers. Brother, I'm late. Here's the medicine. Give this to your brother. Big brother is alive. Great, big brother is alive. It's a magic pill given by your mother. Thank you, Madonna. Thank you, Madonna. Thank Niang Niang for saving her life. The Virgin Goddess. If you need anything in the future, just let me know. We will go through fire and water. In what is not possible. Yeah. Take the medicine first. Come on. The princess is not good. The king refused to take medicine. There's nothing I can do about it. What? What's he doing now? Leng Tingyu, what are you doing? Why don't you take medicine? The medicine is too bitter. It is difficult to swallow. You're a big man. What are you afraid of? This is something that can save your life. You hurry up and give me a drink. If you don't like it, just leave. It was a dog bite on Lu Dongbin. Don't know a good heart. You really let me go. Yes, the king doesn't want to see you. Why should I go when you let me go? I am an independent woman of the new era. I have my own mind. I'll leave by myself when I want to. Now I'm not leaving yet. Zizi, you don't understand people, do you? Then Wang let you go. You go. I know. I'll go when you get better. Come and drink the medicine. You have no idea how serious 11 is. Even an able-bodied soldier. It won't last a month. Why are you always against me? I want you to go. I don't need you at all. All right. All right. I know you care about me. Even if you don't have confidence in me. It is also important for our medical level after 2000. Have faith. We must have never experienced anything. Don't worry. It's okay. Besides, I was vaccinated. If you are vaccinated, you will not be infected. What's the vaccine? I'll tell you when you drink the medicine. Thank you. Don't blame me for not reminding you. If you don't leave now, I'll never get a chance to leave again. I'm not leaving again. Okay, you're the patient. You're the biggest. Can I take the medicine now? This king doesn't have the strength to do it now. Ask the princes a favor. Okay, let you go. No. You are really afraid of suffering. Nonsense. How can the king be afraid of suffering? The medicine given by the princess herself. How can it be bitter? Okay, that's what you said. Knock. Knock. This medicine is too bitter. If you are afraid of suffering, just say it. Show off what is strong. Someone will bring your king a jujube jar. This bitch. How dare you lock me up? What goddess? I think he's a big liar. What are you doing? Miss, this is your meal for today. I'll see you again tomorrow. Ouch, miss. What happened to you? Freeze. Watch this. This is a rare weapon given to me by the queen. It's worth a lot. Now this girl gives it to you. No, no. A maidservant can't have it. Or take it. Or die. Pick one. This girl now wants you to have a message with your father-in-law. Just say the Virgin doesn't want me to save your majesty. Locked me up. He wants to kill Wang. I didn't expect that the Virgin had disappeared for so long. I can't believe you came back. He is now not only holding the daughter of the Prime Minister and murder the War King. Today, I will take down this witch. Miss Sito. The miscellaneous family is going to save Kong Gong. There you are. If you don't come again, I'm gonna be killed by this woman. I watched the quiet in the palace of the War King. Yeah, what happened? It must be that woman. She sprays the smelly water of gunmen everywhere. It got people killed. Oh, when there are so many dead. Well, now the fox's tail is exposed. Father-in-law. If it goes on like this, Wang must be killed by this woman. There's no hurry to wipe it off. Be sure to give everyone an explanation. What are you looking at? My lord. Aren't you sick in bed? What now? In the company of the princess. Of course, this king gets better quickly. It's you. Trespass into the imperial palace. What do you want to do? My father-in-law brought so many people to the palace in the middle of the night. It's a rebellion. Hey. 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 Wang Miss Shito said. Wang Yi is seriously ill in bed. The holy lady sprayed poison in the palace all day. There is no one in this palace at the moment. I'm afraid they've already been killed. Brother, do you have any common sense? That's disinfectant. Oh, disinfectant. You're admitting to poisoning, aren't you? Somebody help. Arrest this fake saint who poisoned the soldiers. I'll see who dares. I'll see your majesty later. All the officers and men of the royal palace are here. Father-in-law, would you like to count it? Has anyone been poisoned? What's going on? I thought you said you were dying. It's impossible. How did they suddenly recover? The officers and soldiers of my family once asked my father-in-law for medicine. Who knows, my father-in-law refused to save me from death. And thanks to the divine medicine given by the king's princess, the holy lady, to make me wait to dispel the pain. Restore as before. I think my brother and father-in-law don't have to worry about it. Please go back. What's going on? I thought you said you were dying. It's impossible. How did they suddenly recover? There are 4 kinds of magic medicine in the world. Is it possible to say? Shito Yangtze. How dare you? The Holy Lady is an immortal from heaven. Is to save the people from suffering. I can't believe you said he was going to kill you. You foreigner dare to hit me. So what if I hit you? It's a good thing our family didn't trust you. Only to report to the emperor. Otherwise, you and I will lose our heads. Wang Yi's family inadvertently bothered Wang the today. And please don't blame it. The miscellaneous family retired in advance. Do you think he won't die? What kind of moth will come out at that time? If you want to make trouble, they have to have a life. I'm sure you all know what your emperors are thinking. Wang Yi has fought in battlefield these years. Numerous military achievements. But the emperor is afraid to do so. It is bearable and unbearable. The 4 princes are extremely intelligent. Be humble. The mother imperial concubine is of the same clan as Wang Yi's mother. We could have killed the emperor. Support the 4 princes. I am willing to follow your majesty. Follow the saint. The maiden will die. Shrink from no sacrifice. Shrink from no sacrifice. You're trying to kill the emperor. So isn't this a rebellion? Gentlemen, today, I have a banquet in my palace. Don't go home until you get drunk. Come on. Come, my lord. At the beginning of the Ming Pass, we used to drink as happily as we did today. That's right. Nuishu is so proud. You have all followed me for many years. Loyal and devoted. We won't come back until we get drunk today. Don't go back to Gongtinyu until you get drunk. You're going to rebel. But have you ever thought about our future? The Virgin Goddess. Would you like to join us? The matter is taken care of. I'll go first. You can stay with your Majesty. Then it's not a matter of pride if you don't tell your Majesty. The servants of the royal palace all said, whenever the Virgin shows up, it's all in Wang Yi's bedroom. It's very strange. The Virgin Goddess. I must find your little secret. This curtain always feels weird. I'd like to see it today. What's going on here? Where is this place? Why is the arrangement so strange? What is this? Ah. What the hell is that? I'm so annoyed that I forgot my cell phone again. Went to ancient times for so long. The habit of taking a cell phone with you has been forgotten. What on earth is this holy goddess up to? Hey, husband. Role-playing. It's pretty good. Hello. Could you take a picture with me? Where did the untouchables come from? Let go, Miss Ben. Get out of here. What a psychopath. Where on earth is this? Why is this house so beautiful? The Virgin Goddess. I'm going to reveal who you really are. That stupid king wants to revolt. I'd better save some military money for him. Is anybody there? Is anybody there? Here we go. Boss, do you accept antiques? That depends on what you have. Look at these. Oh. Oh, baby. These are all babies. I'll give you 50 million. 5. What antiques? It is obvious that Miss Ben doesn't even want to take a look at it. Rubbish. These are all real antiques from Dongyu country 2,000 years ago. What was Dongyu country 2,000 years ago? Is this the world after 2,000 years? Boss, who usually buys all your antiques? Hey, don't mention it. They are all old customers. What about today's young people? I'm not very interested in antiques either. I'm so worried. How about this? You hired me directly. I solved the matter of attracting customers for you. It turns out that Heath is just a handyman here. But in our time, become a saint who calls the wind and rain. Niang. Niang. Shi. You wait for me. Hello everyone. Welcome to Saikenbao Broadcast Room. There are some babies you want to identify. Welcome to join us live. It has to be young people. The idea is to do it. Hey host, please take a look at it for me. How about this old coin? During the Dongwu period. When you look at it, it's a fake. I've seen it really. It doesn't look like this. You little girl. Open your mouth and say, I paid a lot of money for it. If you say it's fake, it's fake. Hey, you owe me. How dare you brag? See, this is real. We never lie in the studio. Hey, I've seen this little girl at the museum. That's amazing. This studio is reliable. Hey. Great. There are more and more people in the studio. Congratulations to this big brother. Take a picture of our ancient coin during the winter rain. Heath actually went to the antique shop to run errands. Probably abandoned by the dragon boss. Just as I thought. I didn't expect that Keith, a poor and sour guy, could still afford a welcome guest. Wow. Which cheap studio rented your clothes? Is the salary enough to eat this day? I am the daughter of the Prime Minister's office of Governor Su. Need to earn their own money to eat. You Kwaiba, come here. Ben insists on you. Good looking. I knew I couldn't afford to hire a normal person. Look at this. I don't know which mental hospital came out. You stupid bitch. Miss Benji won't argue with you. I think you don't like Cease too. Yeah, me too. How about it? Do you want to join hands? I don't like Cease. That me and you are a psychopath. There's nothing to say. Wait, I'll show you something. This is my Prime Minister's family heirloom. What do you think? You don't know the goods. This kind of orange jade has indeed been seen at auction. It's worth hundreds of millions. Although he is mentally ill. But it is indeed the daughter of a wealthy family. Miss, I was rude just now. I can't believe you have such a valuable baby. It must be easy to deal with that woman of Heath. How about it? Do you want to join hands? Of course. How are the soldiers and horses counting? Almost. At your disposal at any time. I don't know how he is now. Don't worry, my lord. The princes will be fine. There's going to be war. He's really safe in modern times. See. I'm going to make it hard for you to survive both in winter rain and in modern times. Miss Shito. You're here to see Wang Yi. Is this for your majesty? Ah, yes. But this is a strict investigation by the royal government recently. You have to check everything that comes into the house. You need to check this too. Don't worry. No problem. I'll give it back to you right away. You wait for me. Give it back. Hey, wait a minute. Give it back to me. Hello everyone. See Jambao broadcast room to meet you again. If you have any questions, you can play on the barrage. Thinking. Director Lee, what are you doing here? See. I'm afraid your live broadcast will end early today. Smash everything here. Smash everything here. Yes. Hey, wait. These are hundreds of millions of antiques. Can you afford it? Waste material. I don't have to pay for it. Because I bought your store. My store is not cheap. It's not something you say you can buy. The money is already on its way. Don't worry. I can afford it no matter how much it is. Heath, you. Just lose your job. Director Lee. I have nothing against you. Why are you so hard on me? If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be like this. A man doesn't have a job like a job. Then you can't get mad at the boss. He put all these things away painstakingly. With what? Come at me. You don't think I dare, do you? Of course, if you get down on your knees and apologize to me now, I can cut you some slack. I'm right. I'm not apologizing. The Virgin Goddess. It's really tough. Shito Yunxi. Why are you here? Unexpectedly, the mighty Virgin. In modern times, he is a busboy. Brother Tianyu, if he knew. I'm sure I'll hate you. Miss Sito. There you are. Heath, this bitch. Dead or alive. I don't believe I'm rich. All the gold in it is yours. I only have one request. Let Heath learn a lesson. Old man, you can have all these. Now all the antiques in the store. Including Heath at my disposal. Oh. Oh, aren't you playing with me? Bastard. We agreed to give us the money later. I think you just don't have any money. Who says I don't have money? It's full of gold. How come it's all rocks? Miss Shito. It's all checked. There's nothing wrong with your box. The gold bar hasn't moved. Why don't you take a look? No. I believe in Wang Fu's ability to do things. I knew I shouldn't have trusted you, psychopath. It's Leng Tianyu. I trusted him so much. He secretly stole the bag and hurt me. Heath, I'm gonna shoot you. Stop. This is a society ruled by law. Don't fight and kill all the time. Boss Long, you come to see Heath. You didn't break up. Leng Tianyu, you still protect her. Do you know? She is not a goddess at all. You don't know anything and you defend her. I knew you knew. Then how did you? A trace of kindness and kindness. Be sympathetic to the refugees. He can do things that ordinary people can't. Have an unparalleled kindness. In my opinion, he is the saint. Shito Yuxi. How do you compare with him? I am the Shito family. I can't believe you can't compete with an ordinary person. How? Ji Chengfeng cleaned up the rats here. In the future, the royal palace needs to be heavily guarded. It is forbidden for idle people to enter. It's you too. Please. I have something important to see you. What's the hurry? You'll know when you go. How dare you do this to Miss Ben? Whether you believe me or not, call me Dad. My dad said, don't put dirt in here in the future. You wait for Miss Ben. See Your Majesty. Miss Sito insisted on seeing me. What's the so-called matter? The Emperor's daughter inadvertently discovered the true face of the Virgin. She is actually an ordinary person from 2,000 years later. She is not a powerful virgin at all. This is serious in 2000. Yeah. No wonder. Billion and famine are not a problem in front of him. Then tell me about him. Where on earth did he come from? Your Majesty. The passageway to modern times is in the palace. It is a pity that the palace is heavily guarded by the warring king. But it doesn't matter. Your Majesty, you still have your father's help. We'll be able to break through the guards of the war king. Yeah. Okay. Good. Come on. Let's take a long view. I didn't expect you to come to modern times in the midst of your busy schedule. Just to get a marriage license with me. Don't get your marriage license now. This king always feels uneasy. Lang Ting you really like me so much. But a woman like me, there are still many of you in ancient times. But they're not like you. Give up the tourmaline as a princess. Think that you love freedom. But during the period when the king was seriously ill, leave the job and freedom you just found. Return to the king. But it's still between us. Are there many differences? I know. But you are unique in the king's heart. Ben Wang has made up his mind. Since you don't want to go to the king, then the king will come to you. Always take 99 steps back. The king will take 100 steps towards you. After the first, help the new emperor ascend the throne. I will follow you back to modern life. Are you really willing to give up everything you have now? Follow me back to modern times. I would. Leng Jingyu. I can't believe you really did this for me. As long as you want. As long as I have. I'll give it to you. The Japanese king of the Ming dynasty will attack the imperial city. You just feel at ease in modern times. Don't come to Dongyu. Don't come to share the space. Wait for me to come to you. It seems that my lord has really changed. You wouldn't have asked me to go to Hyundai before. When you kill the emperor, go to the new emperor to ascend the throne. This king will certainly give you a grand modern wedding. Okay. Then you must come back safely. Good. The emperor forced us to wait. Have to reverse it. Tonight, you will go into the palace with this king. Kill, kill. Set out. It's so late. Why don't you come back? Is everything all right? What are you doing? The emperor really expected things like gods. I had expected that the holy goddess could not rest assured, your majesty. Specially asked the miscellaneous family to wait here. The virgin lady. Long time no see. You. Take away. The virgin goddess. With you, Lengting you. He accepted it. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Your majesty, he's the bitch who pretended to be a saint. It turns out that that one can only oppress the people in private parts. And always embarrass Leng Tingyu's dog emperor. It's you. How dare you be disrespectful to the emperor? How dare you? You're just like Yun Shi said. It's a woman from after 2000. Since you are the man of the future, you should understand. What you should help is the king of a country. Not just a king. Just because I'm from the future. So I know better. How the king of a country oppresses the people everywhere. Indulge the lackeys of the Shito family. Leng Tingyu was a little male chauvinist before. Be a law unto oneself. But he's willing to change for me. I love him. This cold court jade made you so miserable. You still love him. You're ridiculous. What's funny is that you guys. If you don't understand love, you can only calculate everywhere. Mutual suspicion. Your retribution will come. Father-in-law, stop talking to this woman. The old slave thinks it's also the scourge of impersonating saints, damn it. Ah, ah. 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 Right? Leng Tingyu. How dare you bring a knife into the palace? Presumptuous cold pavilion jade. I knew you wanted to rebel. What do you want? Do you still want to kill the king? I could have spared you death. But the trace of what you hurt. The emperor dies. The rivers and mountains changed ownership. LinkedIn Jade. It's over on your side. It's all over. Have an early rest. Isn't your dress the emperor's? What's going on? I wanted to praise the 4 princes of the former emperor to ascend the throne. Who knew that on the day of the death of the late emperor, the 4th prince went with him because of the excesses of Beijing opera? The minister of the Korean central government strongly recommended me to the throne. In order to stabilize the rivers and mountains, I had to say yes first. Have some porridge first. Wait until you are full. But when you became emperor, there are more than 3 wives and 4 concubines. 3,000 beauties in the harem also need to be raised. What do you care what I do? I promised you. You are the only woman in this life. When you're all better, I will make you queen. I will make you queen. Really, I have always been true to my words. Besides, we've already got a marriage license. It's protected by the marriage law. I don't want to commit bigamy, but I still want to live in modern times. You became my queen. Can also go to modern life. I will go with you too. It's called microservice private visit. When I first met you, I always thought you were stubborn and rigid. I don't like you at all. But now I send. Now you are the best to me in the world. Because what's in front of me is the best woman in the world. Okay. Next I will serve the sorrow of my virgin. Don't eat. I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. Okay, then get some sleep. I still have a lot of notes to approve. The Korean minister is still waiting. I give you my word. When you wake up, I'll let you be my queen, okay? Good. Lengtian Jade. Lengtian Jade. Strange. Lengtian Jade. How is that possible? The king's stewardess disappeared. Lengtian Jade. Can you hear me? Didn't you say you wanted me to be your queen? Calm down. Calm down. Before you know it, it's the new year again. It was in the new year that I first met him. Who are you? You stay back, or I'll call the police. As soon as I worship heaven and earth. Hey! Be polite. Piss off. Lengting you. I had a good time at Xiantan. Just a little bit like you once in a while. Cherry.